Brothers podcast. I'm your host, DJ Period. Got my co-host with me, Poe Politicking, and we joined by Suga. Hey, how you doing? We got the legend Suga T here. How you doing? How you doing this evening?
I'm good.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. All right. So Poe the journalist. So Poe got the questions for you. I asked you a few at the end. But we're gonna have some fun. So on this show here, you just be yourself. You know, we ain't got nobody telling us what you gotta say, what we gotta say. Just do your thing.
Okay.
All right, how you doing today?
I'm good.
The first thing, it was cool. I noticed because me and Pierre, we both was in the Marines. Then we both got some degrees after the Marine Corps. We went to school, and I saw you have 3 degrees. You have AA, a BA, and a master's. So I kind of wanted you to talk about that a little bit first.
Yeah, I got 4 degrees in a variety. Now? In a variety of certifications. I have an AA in liberal studies, AA in general business, and a business psychology bachelor's, and I have a master's in organizational management and a master's in supply chain management.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So what motivated you to get all those degrees and certifications?
Well, it was just, a time, that I visited in my life throughout the career where, personal development made sense to me. I got, rap packed down. It's like, oh, this is simple. What else? I need something else to stimulate me. If I wanted to say I didn't want to rap tomorrow, I don't want to be stuck trying to survive doing something I hate to do. So I just kind of wanted to well-rounded myself. And I definitely was motivated because, as a Black woman who does rap, I didn't want to appear as an ignorant Black woman that only knows how to rap for such a time as today. Those who are now being exposed as females in hip hop. Unfortunately, as much as they may be considered what they consider successful, there's still a very ugly element that comes with it because of how they're representing themselves. So therefore, I didn't want to be one of them chicks. Mm-hmm.
And then I noticed, as far as with the education, I noticed you have a few businesses you've been doing. Well, a lot of businesses. I see the first one, Work. You have like the clothes and everything.
Yeah, so I'm an enterprise. I'm a social enterprise.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a SMSC, it stands for Sprinkle Me, Social Enterprise. And basically, we have different divisions. And one of them is the Work It Project, Work It Well, which is an organization. It's a nonprofit organization. So we provide wraparound services. We have our main program, which is called SOS, Save Our Sisters in SOB. And then we have a few other populations that we serve, basically the vulnerable population. And then we do different types of projects, and other programs and initiatives. So yeah, that's the nonprofit Working Project.
Mm-hmm. I saw you doing the Make Grandmothers Make Great Again. I saw working on that. So I wanted you to talk about that.
Yeah, so just to continue with the Sprinkle Me Enterprise divisions. So the Working Project, not to move around that, but I want to tell you the other divisions too. So we have, this is the funnest part here. So so we have the Working Project, which is the nonprofit organization, and then we also have the Sprinkle Me fragrances, specialty fragrances and beauty products and more. That's at sprinkleme.biz. So that's a production company of fragrance, spa, wellness, and other specialty services. Started in 2006. So that's the Sprinkle Me, one of our main products there. We have a variety of different types of collections for ourselves as well as others we produce for. And we retail, we wholesale, we distribute them. And again, we produce them for others. And then we have another division with Sprinkle Me School of Music and Vision. And that's an online school. We started that like 6 years ago. So Sprinkle Me School of Music, that online is the website, but that's the Sprinkle Me School of Music and Vision. Then we have another division, which is, of course, Suga T Music. And that's where my publishing, media services, we produce TV, music, and film. as well as events and special projects. And that's where, we released our 20 albums. We've released probably the last, I guess, maybe 15 from the Suga T Music record label. And we also provide different types of services for other people that we do different type of services for around entertainment. And I think that pretty much covers it. And the Young Grandmothers Club is a part of the Work It Project. That's one of our populations that we serve. And definitely making grandmothers great again is, that's the movement.
Yeah, we like that.
Then I noticed, so I was listening to the retirement album. I was asking you why you retiring.
Well, I'm just, I think it's more so in my mind. I am changing a direction of how hip hop has become for females. So I'm gonna change the narrative, and that's my retirement. Just changing the narrative from, I don't want to say trying to fit into the scope of, of what they're doing today. Like I'm not going to anymore because I separated myself a long time ago from the way that it's being done today. I just kind of built, moving my own lane and just, peep in just to let them know I'm around and I can. But, there's other things that I enjoy doing and I'm not a follower. So therefore, I don't follow the flock. I try to make sure I lead the flock in a different way. And so as one of the first, generation trailblazers of this game, I refuse to be a follower of the youngins. I'm just not gonna do it. So I don't feel like I have to, and we have to. So I feel like eventually they'll all mature and come up to my speed. You know what I mean? And so, so I'm just changing the way that I'm doing things in the game. And 20 albums later, there's other things that need to be done, and I'm gonna, kind of put that in front of it. So the Rapidemic album, is highlighting, the conversation, giving people a fair chance that didn't maybe get to really know me because they were covered by the hype. They get a chance to kind of hear my story. They get a chance to hear how I rock. They get a chance to get a break from the other music that's out there that's all sounding the same because pretty much all the ladies today sound the same. So they get a break away from all that and they can come and rock. You know what I mean? Come rock with a tempo. You know what I mean? Expand their brain.
They need that because we doing we just finished a female independent rap challenge. Me and Poe did, and it was kind of refreshing because none of them was talking about they WAP. None of them talked about that. They were just spitting. They were just spitting bars.
Good.
We wanted you to be a part of it, but we wanted to interview you first. So I don't know. We'll throw it out there now. If we have another one, because we have a male one coming up on the 27th of this month. But for the next female one, if you would ever, if you had time to grace that as a celebrity judge or something.
No, I want to be in the contest.
Oh, let's do it then.
Now,
let's do it.
I'm mentally retiring. I'm not physically retiring.
Oh yeah, so if you want to be in it, you can be in it too. Shoot, we like that because we talk about that all the time with the female rappers that we interview. It's like it's enough money for y'all out there for y'all to not have to try to down each other in the song. Like why you gotta? Who's telling you that you must beef with another female rapper for you to get on? It's room out there for y'all, as evidenced by I grew up in Sacramento, so I grew up listening to you, Conscious Daughters, Marvelous, and I didn't hear that type of rap coming from y'all.
Right.
Y'all, I never heard Suga T beef with the Conscious Daughters or Marvelous beefing. No, you don't hear that. So I don't know what happened, where the shift happened. But yeah, they need to get back to the essence of it. You didn't hear MC Light them. I know Roxanne Shante might have had a couple songs where she was going at some females' heads, but for the most part, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah, we were mainly, we was the only female, so we was happy to see another female. We was like, what's up with you? We sick of these dudes. We want to kind of come and hang out, do some girly stuff too.
I feel you.
Yeah, we definitely wasn't trying to scratch each other's eyeballs out. It's interesting because I believe that they just told that, I think a lot of people have instigated that in the background, and they tell them, oh, start a beef so you can get noticed, and sometimes, let me try to say this nicely. So when our talent is limited, you try to put some rah-rah around it and figure out something to grab the people.
I agree.
And I feel like that's what happened in the background is they started gravitating, and then they take advantage when when us more mature ones, got other stuff to do too, run our business, take care of our kids, or, balance out our lives so we can have the best of both worlds that we have a right to enjoy. When we moving around, then they slip one in, and and they make them become the queen, and then they start a conflict of that's the queen and it's only one queen, and now you got different youngins that's trying to knock the older generation out the box, and they really are not fighting us. They have the space by themselves because some of us are not trying to stay in front of the camera like that. So then they get this notion that because they done got slipped through the cracks, you know what I'm saying, that now they the one, and and then the other ones blow their head up, and it just turns into a mess, and it's really messy, and through the years it's gotten even worse with the younger generations in media that instigates that. It's almost like the younger generation of just the common people are very disrespectful and competitive for us. And then the entertainers, the people around the media and the entertainment, they're the same way. You know what I'm saying? So they got that notion of trying to, make it a competitive thing and pick the youngsters to try to show them we want to, recognize the new youngins and disrespect the OGs,
Yeah, stupid.
And yes, it's interesting because I've been in a few situations. I didn't seen a couple little presentations from Thizzler. I'm just gonna say his name. I don't care. He had nerve to put up on his site the best female Bay Area rappers, and he just left me out. And I'm like,
yeah.
They don't study their history, so it'd be like a lot of times it'd be like young little white kids doing them blogs and stuff, and they don't study their history, so they don't know.
Well,
they just looking at who's hot right now.
They know me in the Bay.
All day.
If they don't know my face, they know my song. If they don't know my song, they done heard some Sugar. And if you don't know what their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother, their kids, somebody done heard me somewhere along the line. And if you in the hip hop world, you can't miss E40. And they know the T is E40's sister. So if we just T to the side, so he knew who I was. But you're right, some of them don't. They don't study their history.
They don't know their history.
So they be. I swear, I wasn't saying it like the disrespect to you. I'm saying it like I interview these cats and they be like, "Oh, I don't listen to nobody. They listen to whoever like out now. And they don't go back." So I be like, "Man, go back and listen to the other shit so you know what's going on." And they be like,
I think we had one of the alcoholics on the other day, and then we had one of our contestants try to go at him to make it like he didn't know music because they don't know who he is. But come on, man, that dude been around years. That he know it's just I don't know. Me and Poe, we don't like that because we, like I said, we both. I'm 40, so he about to be 40, so we've been around for a minute listening to music. So
to me, it's like this is a culture. So like I said, you are ancestors. I remember growing up listening to you. Man, you like my big sister. And my auntie was like, shit, I'm Suga T. And my uncle was like, I'm E40. My other sister was like, I'm being legit. And you was like a big sister, and you wasn't saying no crazy shit.
Right.
Like how your big sister would be talking to you, that's how you talking. So
she only had one song that was kind of like, it was called "If I Took Your Boyfriend." I was like, okay.
That's the only one you heard, because
I know that's what I remember. I
had quite a bit of them now. I ain't accustomed to be Miss Innocent. I'm the first trap chick. I was the first one trapped, and so
hot ones that go through the ghetto. That verse is hard. I was like,
yeah, I'm in the undercut. Yeah. It's a clock going.
But I'm like, yeah, man, what's
up? I had the what was it? I had the hit the strip.
Hit the high power. Something.
And all along I was scoping out them chicks.
Yeah.
To the ghetto. This away.
That way
cracks me up because when you when you created that stuff, and then you see 30 years later somebody else coming saying they're the first ones or they're the hottest.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, this is old and played out.
Hey, we're going to have Poe play that Hot Ones Echo Through the Ghetto. Hey, because you know with your verse with the beat behind it, that shit classic, man. Like even to this day, you could play that on. You could play most of that music y'all made back then. You could play it now because it was timeless music.
That's real talk, and it's crazy. That's how I ended up putting out all my 20 albums. I was like, I'm just to re-release all of them. They all sound timeless. I didn't release, some, is new. I actually got a song called Boss Up. That's the one y'all need to.
Oh yeah, we'll play that one too. Hey, Poe had a video he was gonna play. Which video you had?
I was gonna say,
Work It.
Yeah, Work It. But I was gonna say actually it was one song. We kind of been talking about it the whole time, but that one song you had on the album called Flowers. I really like that one. And that's kind of what we've been talking about the wole time.
Burger straight hate, no chase with no chasing. Real ones identify me a different way. Yeah, it's TT play all day. Oh wait, took a break for a chick. Took a break for a second, you slipped in the game. Some of you chicks controversial way. And some of you chicks open up your legs. And some of you dudes act just like chicks rocking skinny jeans. Male politics.
Oh, what yeah, I heard, yeah.
Even done. Willie for the buffoon coon, write your songs. Is you a hater, a man who hate women? I'm ashamed of what become of the rap game. Selfish, busted chicks and tricks, study hating, got the females in the rap game fighting for one space. Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see it, you see what it is. Yeah, the real.
We already know. Real recognize real. We know what it is.
And then this was kind of a couple of years ago, but I was going to ask you how it felt being on the hip hop honors to All Hail the Queens.
It was cool. It was cool, and it was refreshing. And it was refreshing to know that people keeping it 100 because Latifah could have used every excuse to not include me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But she kept it real. And that's the difference between people who could move with the hype and people who move with the real. So I respect that she moved. She made sure that we were presented, correctly, and we were highlighted as, trailblazers of the movement, pioneers of the game, of all time. And I love VH1 for supporting that. But it was cool. It was a great feeling. I didn't even know what they were doing. I just was like, me and Queen Latifah, we cool. So I'm just like, we thought we was coming to just support her, So we thought, I will come through and represent, and just we didn't even know we was gonna be put on stage and we was gonna be highlighted and honored or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was really blessed, and and she, she brought me to the front of the stage and made sure, that was like a all-time historical moment, for the chicks who like me, that's old, that's a little more older and that's not interested in selling drugs and alcohol and violence and stripping and played out stuff that's, that's oppressing our communities, you know what I'm saying? So, she kept it 100 and everybody that was connected to the movement deserved to be blessed. So it was a great opportunity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was dope.
I got one more thing. Then I'm gonna let Perry ask you some questions, but I gotta tell you what happened to me before. So I used to work at I worked at a lab, so it's supposed to be quiet and shit. So it's this girl in there, and we was talking about Sprinkle Me, and she was like, "What about Suga T?" Then she was like, "Boom, boom, 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 boom on the trick." She said that shit loud as shit. I'm like,
oh, she did? Oh man.
Like, he was like, "What the hell wrong with her?" So she was hype. I got.
She got hype.
Yeah, she got hype on that shit.
Yeah, it's a blessing to see the 3 generations love on that song. I just gotta figure out how to get them all updated to the newest.
Well, no, we look. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do whatever we can to make that happen on our end. So, so don't worry about it.
I know, like you said, y'all been in the game over 30 years. So when you started, did you see your career lasting this long, or was it just like how did it when you first started? Did you
That's a good question. You know what? I honestly, I never even thought about it. I didn't. I never thought about it. We was just young, diving out there, and those that was around, we never had that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I'm a teacher today. because it's very important to, to teach, lead along the way. You got to kind of, give a little more information to people so they can, make better use of it. But, those around did the best that they could. But I never thought that. I just was in it to have fun and hang out and get away from my kids. For a minute, because I was a young mom, so I was like, I get to go have fun, So but I never thought it would last this long, and it could have easily been cut short, but because I've left it many times, you know what I'm saying, to do other stuff and to deal with, things that made sense for me at that time. But they kept playing my songs on the radio, and it just, continued. God kept my brand alive. And of course, with my brother moving around, continuing to, to represent and keep our hits, our demanding platinums and golds and hit records before and between my breaks, it was already we already had golds and platinums, throughout soundtracks, throughout all of our, click albums and different features and different type of individual projects. So it just made itself last. So I give God the credit. He wanted it to last, and it's a blessing to still be here. That's why I'm still here, making sure, people know that I'm around.
that's I mean, and it's funny because that's why we hit you up, man, because like we want people to know who the legends are. We want people to know because like Paul was saying, a lot of people be like, who? Not saying you in particular, like different people we might have, or I don't know that person, I don't know this person, but we could help the youngins and some of the old heads, let them know where the music came from. Because at this point, you, the click, shit, I listen, Sally Sale, all that back then. So like, we letting everybody know, like, that ain't the first, or like, you might hear people, look, that ain't the first time that beat was used. Shit, E40 used that beat back in 95 or whatever. Because you got people that be like, well, that beat hard, but like they sampled that beat from somebody else. Like, y'all got to know what it is or whatever. So it's good that we getting y'all on here and y'all telling y'all story and letting everybody know I ain't been nowhere. I'm still here.
That's right. That's good. You are. And I got a documentary coming out, it's going to, set the record straight, along with, a couple other platforms that, just to compliment all that everyone else has. Because I saw it's a good time. Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And good job. That's smart of you. And that's good that you respect the movement. People got to respect their elders, and those who are innovative, and have some loyalty. And a lot of these people don't have loyalty. They don't respect their elders. Those new generations, they don't even have no respect for their parents, half of them. They want to compete with the older generation. They don't want to partner with us. So, you got to have some people that have some standards, because unfortunately, when you do that, you just crash and burn. So if we leave them with that mindset, free to do that, then, when we get older, the world going to be in a shamble, because they ain't had enough sense to listen and learn nothing, and they trying to do it their way. You know what I mean? And if they live that long, they're going to get some humps and bumps along the way, and that might cause others around them to have humps and bumps, and everybody be messed up.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I got a 15-year-old daughter, and that's like playing cops and robbers, man. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I'm like, shit, man. This little smart ass. She said some, man. She be saying some wild stuff. I'll be like, come on, man. You can't do nothing to him. I said, look, if this is 20 years ago, I will be implanted in a wall somewhere if I was saying the stuff that you saying or whatever. But they got the teachers, the social worker, everybody on speed dial. You can't do nothing to them now.
I have had them call me.
What you talking? I beat them up too.
Yeah.
My mama said, she said, call the police, I'm gonna whoop their ass too. I said, dang, we ain't calling no police, dude.
That's real talk, honey. I've had a cop come to my house and say, knock, knock, knock. I got a call that you was somewhere, or that something was going on, and come on in. Okay. And she was like, oh shoot, I would have put her outside.
All day.
Take on my card. If you need me, call me. You can work. And she walked off. Okay. And she was white. Okay. Yeah. So and I say that to say, this whole prejudice stuff. No, some people just keep it 100. You know
what you think? What you think about that? That's a good little segue. How you feel about the current climates in the world right now, well, in the U.S. right now, as far as police brutality, systemic racism, all that? How you feel about that?
Oh no.
You ain't got enough time.
You know, see, you wise. You smart. It's a lot. It's on my head, went all over the place. I'll just say something. Everybody needs to do their part. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? The popos ain't right. The people that's putting themselves in that position ain't right. And everybody needs to do their part and take each other serious, and respect each other and learn how to love one another. And more than ever, what I really want to say about it is we need to learn how to respect one another as well. And we need to matter to each other. And I think that is not to get away from what others are doing that's out of line, but that was totally out of line. But at the same time, we have our own underlying issues. And I'd like to see the Black Lives Matter focus on those.
Right, that's what someone just said.
They was like, come to the hood when it's a riot. Come to the hood when it's a black on black crime. Come to the hood, you know, when somebody then got killed or robbed. You know, when somebody's baby then got killed, when they land on the streets, you know, and they find their baby, you know, knocked up. You know, come to the hood and do some real stuff. And that's my only thing I have to say about that is I would like to see that happen. You know what I mean?
You got a lot of people. They'll be like, if we still doing that to ourselves, you gonna have a lot of people on the outside saying like, wait, why y'all wilding out because the white dude killed somebody, but y'all killing each other every single day, or the crime rate that went up in this neighborhood so high. So I feel what you're saying on that because it's like shit. We giving them something to use against us in that fight. Like that's how y'all
right. You open it up the door.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you all about it since we was talking about. I think this might be a problem in the Black community, and since you're talking about young grandparents, because I remember, like, say you're a young grandparent, then the first thing the young grandparent you just say to the parent is, "I ain't watching your kid," so that already be messing shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be like the grandparents don't want to take care of the kids. So
not the ones I'm around. All my grandparent friends we love grandparents.
No, that shit happened to me. I'm talking about that's like actually my life. That happened to me. That's like my story. That happened to me.
What watching your babies?
No, like I was a little kid. I guess my mom was she was young. She tried to get to the grandma. Grandma was like, I ain't watching him. I'm too young for that. Like, I ain't watching him. I ain't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah. So your mom was trying to get right, basically, and
trying to have her around me, like
just to go. Oh, yeah.
Like, I ain't watching the grandkids. The grandkids say that shit sometimes. Like, I ain't watching the kids. Don't bring the kids around me. It was like that shit.
My mom
ain't helping the mom none.
That's horrible. That's horrible because that's horrible. That is not a good thing. And especially if she was able to. Now, if she's working every day, you know, working a 9 to 5 and she busy. Wow, it looks so shiny in this camera. Let me put some powder on. If she's working every day, you know what I'm saying, and she trying to take care of herself, you know, then I get that if she can't do it. But if a person is able to do it, you know, that's your seed. You're supposed to have. You're supposed to live. You're supposed to live for a second chance. See, most of the women that I know, you know, we was young and dumb, so we happy to have a little second chance to do something right. You know, so we didn't make all the best choices, and we did the best we can. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a chance for us to, you know, to help out and do better and make up for lost times and see our little mini-me's. So, you know, that is very dysfunctional. And you are very right. It's actually dysfunctional. And today, it is very hard to find babysitters. When I keep my grandkids, I used to have to, like, I had to create a family of assistants and people around me to help me with mine. Because, you know, grandmothers don't want to, they're worse than ever now, you know. Because they're trying. That's very rare. What you saying? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 38.
That's really rare for your, you know, for that to happen at that age group. Because, like, you know, that when I was younger, I had no problem with finding babysitters when my kids were kids. You know, I had them at every corner of the street. You know, including my mama and shoot. But when I had these grandkids. Woo! I couldn't get nobody to watch my grandkids. Everybody trying to figure it out, and you know, people still trying to get back what they lost because they didn't realize. See, back in the day, old people thought they was old, right?
Yep.
You know, now the older people didn't figured out that, oh my God, I'm still young.
Yeah,
So,
all day.
like I want to get back with, let me still get my little second win back, and and
they at the bar, they at the club, they doing their thing.
They competing with us, and
Yep.
this is not my age group. I'm talking about the older generation.
Like, what you doing in the club? You supposed to be at the house?
Yeah, our mama's age like you. They competing with our age group, and they kind of sit still. So they don't, and it's really bad to be that way because we need all our generations connected, and we need our spirit and our souls and all that we give, as different generations to our youngins, we have to give to them. So it's actually a dangerous state. It really is. And then you got the other moms who are our younger generations, 30s, between the 20s and 30. I think they'll get it somewhere after 30. They'll finally calm down a little bit.
All day, yep.
They try to stop their kids from watching. Watching their kids. You ain't killing my kids, and it's like, what are you guys doing? You're just causing trauma and drama, and you're causing dysfunction in a child's life. And so got a lot of layers to work with. So when you talk about Black Lives Matter, these are the different layers that matter. It ain't just, it's all kind of underlying in between stuff that we got to work on.
I gotta introduce something to Black Lives Matter. Like, don't automatically kick your kids out when they 18 too, because some of them ain't ready. Some of them ain't ready.
Nobody ready.
Some of them might have a plan though. They might go to the military or college, but the ones you want to kick out, the ones that ain't got a plan. You like, oh, you ain't got nothing to do. You gonna get out my house? You can't do that because where they gonna go?
You are telling the truth. I have been saying that now for 10 years. Not this generation. You can't put them out of 18.
Nope, they in the house at 30.
Because they ain't listened enough. They ain't learned enough. They don't listen. So, they ain't like we was. We did what our mama said. And we snuck and did the opposite.
All day.
You know what I mean? But we still had a little balance there. But these kids, they don't listen at all. They want to fight you when you tell them something. They know everything. And I know why. It's because they got access to a whole bunch of information. So, they don't have respect for the leadership around them because they got access to other information and all these.
That's telling them something different. Yeah. I used to work at a social with some social workers, and one of the things that stuck with me with that, what they was telling the kids, and telling the parents was, because the parents would be, I taught them this and that. I instilled all of this into them, and like the social worker told them, it ain't, you ain't a bad parent. Yeah. They just listening to the other people. Like they'd rather listen to what they 16-year-old friends tell them, they 17-year-old friends tell them. Yep. They know they got what you instilled in them still. Yep. But what you instilled in them ain't fun. It ain't cool. It ain't what's popping right now. So they gonna go do what they want to do. So don't feel like you a bad parent because they didn't instill the stuff they was doing at 10 years old. They listen, yes ma'am, yes sir. At 17, they like, psh, what? Psh. I'm like, yo, you gonna get push me again, push me again. Watch what happens.
That's real talk, and that's smart enough for the social worker that you worked with to know that, because a lot of people throughout the years, I've seen them blame everything on the parents. And as a matter of fact, I've seen in the social and community world, because I'm an executive director in the world, for now 15 years, I've seen situations where they're like, okay, let's just bring the kids and let's just focus on the kids program. I'm like, you cannot do a program without the kids and the mother. I mean, you have to include the parents. You can't just do programs with just kids and parents and think you're helping a kid. When the kid got to go back home to the parent. So therefore, if the kid is at home with the parent and they're getting a mixed message, everybody ain't saying the same thing. It's not probable that it's going to work. And I've heard people say over different times, oh, they parents this, and I have to chop them up a lot of times and say, wait, that don't have nothing to do with it. The parents' training and what they didn't do right and what they did do right. A child has their own mind. They're going to go the direction that they want to. And at the end of the day, You know, ain't nobody been a great parent. You know, I mean, and no, every parent that didn't get rid of their kids, that didn't put needles in their arms, that didn't rape their kid, you know, that kept the roof over their head, best of their ability, that fed their kids, they're a good parent. You know, they kept their kids in school, that was in their kids' life, that didn't pimp their kids out, they're a good parent. So, you know, it's so many things that can happen, you know, in life. And I can't stand when people, especially when they don't have kids, because they'll go after your kids too.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
get
in a
out
lot,
of business. You know, adults are bad influences sometimes too. They'll be taking up for the kid. What did your mama do? Now why she do that? You know, and don't know nothing about it and open up that portal for that kid to start running to them. And then they start running to the adult that sometimes can have it in for you. And now the kid got a portal somewhere to run to get away from you. So now they've opened up a door, you know, for an outlet that's unhealthy. And the crazy part is it's not just unhealthy for you as a parent, but it's unhealthy for the child, because the child would never get what they're supposed to get, so they can become a better person and continue to build their character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's part of the systemic racism stuff too, because Carl Hart even said, like, back then in the 80s, we had all of these people on drugs. You had a lot of people on drugs because they had no option. Like, if you gave them an option, like they said, all right, if just take a person who was addicted to crack or whatever, and you put a crack rock and a $5 bill on the table, they probably gonna take the crack rock because they know that $5 ain't nothing. But that's probably all you offering them for work. But if you put that crack rock in a $20 bill there, they're gonna take the 20. So what he was saying was a lot of people didn't have they didn't have any other option other because they already strung out. So they had no other option. You didn't give them any other options to get out of that other than low wages or like we talked about before. You come to the neighborhood, you arrest a dealer, you arrest a user. So now you got mom and dad in jail. Who raising the kid? Who raising the kids if you coming through sweeping the whole neighborhood?
So that's one of the problems. That's one challenge. I agree.
Right.
But there's a whole lot of other ones totally outside the systematic. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We got so much out here, and only because I'm involved in it. I have people begging people to work, to find work. Even when they were saying that the economy had failed. Remember back in the day, 2010, 11, and the economy was supposed to be so terrible. Well, I was running an employment division at that time of an organization. And I was on the list of employers, of organizations that had jobs, from corporations to, you know, all different types of jobs from all different levels. Okay. And it was even to a point where we had a partnership that will pay the salary. Just this is how hard we was working to get them jobs. We would pay 80% of the salary, and then the employer only had to pay 20%. So we even held them down. So that if they did have to stop and train a new person, then we took some slack off of them by, you know, paying a proportion of their salary, 80%.
Right.
So for 6 months we would do it. And unfortunately, I used to have to beg people to work. I used to have to beg these kids to stop smoking weed. I just had to keep it 100 with him. They was over 18. You know, they were the TAY youth, transitional age youth age, 18, 16 to 24. And I literally, you know, they wouldn't stop smoking weed. So, you know, I'm like, they're going to test you. Well, I'm not going to stop smoking weed. Okay. You know, I'm like, all right, well,
they can't see past the weed.
They can't see past the weed.
All they gotta do is, you know, pass the test and get over the test, and they go back what they doing.
And I used to have to make up, like these youth. I don't want to get myself in no trouble, but but I have to I used to have to be creative and get in these jobs. I went outside of the population, the scope that we were supposed to be serving. I'm like, these are opportunities, you know, and a lot of them came and took advantage of the opportunities. I found a creative way to get them in. You know, these were county jobs, you know, where they were paying $75,000 a year, $60,000. It wasn't no Rudy Poo job, but all Stevens wanted to do was go get a security guard card. It is nothing wrong with the security guard card.
No, but they going with the option where they can smoke and work. They like,
man. So I when I would hear people keep saying the economy's falling, there ain't no jobs, and people, and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I get it. It's jobs, but people just ain't looking for them.
Mm-hmm. Or it's too stringent.
Or you know, they weren't packaged for them, or they didn't have the skills to do it, you know, and that's where we are today. We got all kinds of information out here. And matter of fact, they got so much information they cannot lose if they look online instead of looking and seeing what people wearing, and you know.
They on TMZ, huh? They want to know who shot Megan Thee Stallion, huh?
Stars, you know, looking at all the stuff that who the tightest rapper, and they can't rap a lip, but they got an opinion about who's the best rapper. And I even seen some. Matter of fact, I seen some on my page not too long ago.
Oh man!
And they come saying something like I'm something bad about me, and I you know, I get on my own post. You know, people. I
was gonna ask you that. You respond to them?
On my own post, so I try not to look too much because I will get upset and be like, "Look, boy, you can't even rap, so shut up and sit down somewhere." You got education, and you know it is because they make opinions and they focus on other.
No, they be saying some crazy stuff though. That they make you respond. Yeah, they be saying some wild stuff.
Yeah, you know, like, you don't rap or nothing. How dare you attack somebody and you don't even know what the heck you're doing at the end of the day? And why would you do that? What concern is it of you? And why would
I've been wanting to know that too about online. Man, I'll be reading some crazy comments like I'll be reading Media Takeout sometimes, and I go to the comment section, I'll be like, man, you know damn well they wouldn't say none of that in your face.
Right.
That stuff they be saying on there.
It's y'all spend y'all time at, you know. So it's kind of interesting, you know, where people waste their time at, you know, instead of you on the video taking photos, looking all high and dingbat, you know.
No, look, they commit their crimes on Instagram live. They be like, yo, go live real quick, finna rob somebody. What? Why are you putting on Instagram live that you just shot somebody, you just robbed somebody? They police. Hey, look, like I told Poe, Lil Wayne said. The feds got Instagram and they liking all your pictures. So, so why are you doing that?
Absolutely.
Did y'all see that girl that the parents was beating her up on social media and Waka Flocka mom ended up saving her?
She went to the house?
The Bears? You mean the
it was this girl, man. I guess they had the girl going through court, so they got her going through court, and it's the mom and the stepdad just beating her up and shit. But I guess it ended up being Waka Flocka Deb's goddaughter, so she got him from. Y'all didn't see that shit? It was all on social media.
I heard about it, but I didn't see the video.
Man, it was crazy. They had her sitting in a chair like she was in court, but then they just start beating on her and all that shit.
Oh, the stepdad, right?
The stepmom. And
the stepmom. Okay, yeah. I saw that. Waka Flocka mom saved her. Went to the house.
Yeah. She went. That was her goddaughter.
That's crazy. But yeah, people use that live stuff for stupidness.
Like, that's it. That's what I was saying it for.
Yeah, they use that for stupid stuff.
I just got off track and I started getting ready to go look it up. You know, they get their people's business, but the difference is I got a degree and I got a company. You know what I mean? And I'm successful in a whole different way, so I can stop. But even then, I try to make sure I don't. You know.
No, we that stuff is interesting to us, though.
We are easily distracted by foolishness at the end of the day, and the people know that. The people know to control the mind of us, of people that look like you and me. And even youngsters and even naive people. I won't even stop it at us because everybody's at risk. They got some little white dolls that I've seen. They had posting around, and you drop the baby inside of the water, and when you pick the baby doll up, it has garter strings on garter leggings on their legs. Baby, okay, a little baby doll, and got a little G-string on. And it changes color when it go in the water to look like a and this is what they're selling to the kids.
Yo, they bugging.
Yeah. So
somebody think that's cute too for their kids.
You heard about that cutie shit, right? They talking about that on Netflix, that cuties.
Yep.
Oh, what that when they put the fix the kids up for the pageants?
Man, I guess it's supposed to be some show on Netflix, and it's like 11-year-old girls. Man, they got them girls on there dance like they grown women, and they got them in little outfits like grown women outfits, and they got them dancing, humping the floor. Them girls like 11 years old.
Wow.
So everybody get mad at Netflix called Cuties. I guess it's on right now. They gotta take that shit down though.
Yeah, that's almost like they go to you get in trouble for that.
That's where everybody getting on for it right now. It's like trending. It happened today. That's today.
Yeah, especially people that's after pedophilia. There's a pedophilia movement where people are really trying to get to these little kids.
Yeah.
Old people trying to get to these little kids. They can't do stuff like that.
That's why I try to tell my daughter. I say, look, you want to wear them little biker shorts, but it's you making yourself look growner than what you is. You're gonna attract the wrong attention, and I'm gonna have to go to jail for hurting somebody. So I don't want to go to jail because I've been good for my 40 years. I ain't trying to wait till 40 you get in no trouble.
Yeah.
So you gotta get yourself to. But I tell her, I said, look, man, you only got one job in the house, man. It's like do good in school. Look, if it look clean and it smell clean, it's probably clean. But if you let me see some dirt, I'm inspecting. I'm coming through. I want to see what's going on now. And I learned that we was in the Marines and we had to clean our room every Thursday. And they would come in there and if the room looked good and smelled good, they wasn't gonna mess with nothing. But if they found some dirt, they ripping the blankets off. They opening up them dresser drawers. They looking for, and then that's when they find something. Yeah, now, if it was clean, they wouldn't have found your 6-pack of beer in the thing. So I try to tell her like, you only got one job. Don't let me find it because I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, and the youngins need to learn they need to get themselves up to market at this point because they're totally behind.
Oh yeah, all day.
In the urban community, I just want to say us as Black, because we was talking about Black, we're the most behind, unfortunately. When it comes to technology and all the things that are going up and consistently growing, in a place of innovation and having staying power for the future, we're the ones that are behind the most. So my mindset is these kids, they need to get up to speed and they need to spend their time in the right places learning. But people underestimate education. They don't glorify education. They rather glorify foolishness, and they're so distracted, unfortunately. So I just hope that, everyone is going to be well later. You know what I mean?
I remember my mama told me, if you know that homework, like you know them Suga T sprinkle me lyrics, you be better off, boy.
That's right.
That's what she did.
I'm trying to do my part now.
Hey, look, yeah, Mom always hit you with that, boy. You be like, if you knew them rap songs, if you knew homework like you knew them rap songs, boy, you'd be a scholar.
Ain't that the truth? That's right.
But yeah, Poe got a video. We want to play the video, then we'll come back with a couple questions that we'll wrap it up.
Sure.
All right.
This is the work it. You want to talk about it a little bit before we play it?
Well, to be a person like me,
work. Yeah.
I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. So, as the leader, sometimes we got to step out into new territory. And you can tend to get people around you that always say nothing ain't never good enough. So if nothing is never good enough, even when it's good, I said, you know what? Sometimes you don't got everything to get to what you're trying to get to. So therefore, you got to basically work with what you got until you get to what you're trying to get to, instead of just not doing it. So working represents that. It's a smash hit. It's with one of my favorite hip hop artists from the Bay. And it's a great representation, of the movement from the Queens. Bam, on my Rapidemic album.
Turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back. Handle it, show them haters what it is. Push it over time, put your money where your mouth is. All work, no play. All day, every day, get the bag, get paid. Turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back. Everybody need a little sugar, honey. I'm back on this ship for some new money. TT, I keep it poppin' day one, a showstopper. I ain't a little girl, so you can call me Big Mama. If your dude hold it down, you should call him Big Papa. I'm just out here trying to function, bruh, trying to hit the ladder. Work it, it don't matter how you do. All gas, no brakes, just don't let it work you. Get the bag, handle it, show them haters what it is. Push it over time, put your money where your mouth is. You can work while you do your business. Put what you got until you get it. Work. All work, no play. This a way, that a way. All gas, no break. Work it. Handle it. Show them haters what it is. Push it over time. Put your money where your mouth is.
Everybody need a little sugar, honey. I'm back on this ship for some new money.
See, I'm customer cloth, the gorillas that give money. All gas, no brakes, no shade, down and dirty. Everybody need a little sugar, honey. See, I'm back on this ship for some new money. Work it, humble business for real. Lady hustler, trying to buy some land on the hill. If you ain't with it, fall back, don't even bother. I ain't with the mess, cause my mind on the dollar. Get it done, pay them bills, close the deal. Keep your Mac and crack and turn up, keep it real. Work it, it don't matter how you do. Push a hard line, just don't let it work you. Get it in, get it done, get it sunny. My auntie baby told me, girl, get that money. Can't be no lacking in your Mackie. You can make it happen, we can get it cracking. Work it, handle it, show them haters what it is. Push it over time, put your money where your mouth is. Work it, turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back. Hustle up, handle it, show them haters what it is. Push it over time, put your money where your mouth is.
Everybody need a little sugar, honey. I'm back on this ship for some new money.
Hustle up, get it in. Show them haters what it is.
Work it, turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back.
Hustle up, get it in. Show them haters what it is.
Turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back. Get the bag. Work it.
All gas, no break.
Work it. Handle it. Show them haters what it is. Push it over time. Put your money where your mouth is. Work it.
Work it.
All gas, no break. Turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100. Put them haters on their back.
Work it.
Turn up, get the bag. Keep it 100, put them haters on their back. See, everybody need a little sugar, honey. I'm back on this ship for some new money.
We're back. Y'all like that?
Back on this ship for some new money.
Know why I was in love when I was younger. Look at Suga T on there. Everybody need a little sugar, right? Huh.
I need a little sugar, honey.
Behave. All right, so yeah. So that was Work It by Suga T. That's off the retirement album.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
All
the single that came off of it. It's the Rapidemic. We got another version of it on the actual Rapidemic. Just make it fulfilled and well-rounded. Yep.
All right. So a few questions. I got a few questions for you. So we know you've rapped for a while. Who inspires you? Was the family inspired you to rap, or was there someone else who inspired you?
Well, I'm a singer and a rapper, believe it or not. I actually sing. And on the Rapidemic album, people can hear it. Now, I originally started off as a singer.
Okay.
And that was in church. So our first hip hop song, though, when I was 2. But that's a whole nother conversation. But in the church, my grandfather owned a church all our lives. So therefore, my aunties always put me in front of the crowd to sing.
Oh, wow.
When they got tired of singing, they pushed me in front. So they basically coached me to be okay in front of people. So that was the beginning. my father was a musician, and he still is, and he plays the guitar and he played every instrument you could think of. So I grew up sitting on his lap, listening and watching and playing with him. So I actually play instruments too. I play the guitar, the bongos, the drums, and the piano, and I also sing, and that's how I started off. So when you hear the song "One Love,"
Yeah.
that's me. When you hear you said he's just a time and name ringing, major factor FedEx, high power lawyers, and a young nigga having
Okay.
it. Remember that one?
Okay, yeah.
You hear family, I got my family. Ooh. So I mean, I've been singing on all of our stuff, ghetto celebrity. I mean, I can keep going, from the past, from in between, and just, up to date. I even put, I have singing albums that are actually out. Because I'm a songwriter, you know what I mean?
Right.
So right now, the original place that I started was in the church. And the original place I started with my brothers, we made a song when we were kids, playing around in the dirt, not knowing that we were going to become artists later. But in between time, individualized, because I'm the only girl out of 5,
Right.
I church, with my aunts them, and dropped off. So they gave me a little bit more special attention when it came down to not making me afraid to get in front of people to perform. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what inspired me. Then of course later on my brothers them picked up the slack. They came and brought another, male element to the table, during that teenage stage of being able to, to rock and be a part of the movement. Cause I just pretty much just hung out with them. I just would hang out with the boys. So I became, the girl that was the only one with the guys, and I was total tomboy, in a girl's body at the time, and still is, but, in a different way. And so, from that point, they brought me in. I originally started with the partner. Her name is Spice, and she's my best friend still to this day. And so we were called Sugar and Spice, and we were all as a whole group. My cousins, about 6 different groups, along with us individually in the clique. We weren't the clique yet. We were MVP. And then once it's called Most Vicious Performers. So then we end up branching off because me and her both end up pregnant, but she ended up not getting into the business. And I ended up wanting to stay and be a part of the movement. And that's when I acquired the clique. And that's when we founded. I helped found the clique. And that's when, my brother gave me my name, Suga T. It was originally.
Everybody had a letter, huh? Everybody had a letter. You had B Legit, D Shot, Suga T, E40. Everybody had a letter. Everybody had a letter on the. I don't know if I'm missing nobody, but I know it was y'all 4, right? D Shot, E40, B Legit, and you, right?
Yep, that's right. Everybody had a letter. He wrote, and originally I had Sugar. So because of my first name, I said, "Well, what do I call myself now, E?" And he said, "Just call yourself Suga T." I said, "Okay." So that's how I ended up with Suga T. Originally, I was Sugar.
Okay, yeah.
Because we were Sugar and Spice. Yeah. So I inspired looking at. I was thinking about that today of who I really liked. I liked Roxanne Shante.
Oh yeah.
Yes. How I got to be so fresh. She was my girl. Because I could relate to her. We had our little hood story, like
Right.
okay. And so I was sitting upstairs listening to the radio. She was the one that was relating to the movement. And then, of course, here at MC Light, as far as females, I was always a female lover in terms of loving the music and loving the aspects of female empowerment. And so, and then, of course, Run DMC, all the different, LL Cool J and all of us I just enjoyed the element of what was going on at that time. Houdini, and I liked old school music because I grew up in an old school house. My mama played blues, Johnny Taylor, B.B. King, you know what I'm saying? Brother and the OJs, and then my daddy was into jazz at that time, as a kid. So I heard jazz music. So I actually love gospel music. I knew gospel music was the foundation So I kind of enjoyed, I got a little influence from all different aspects of music, and all different, generations and different types of situations that maybe connect to it. Yeah.
All right, and that's what's up. And so with the click that you helped found the click. So what's your? Can you give me your top 5 songs that y'all put together? Or what's your favorite? Or what's your favorite then?
I gotta get better at this because I be forgetting all my songs because I done made so many of them, and most people keep us in what they know from the past, but I done made so many in between. I don't really.
What's your top 5 songs you didn't made then that you made?
I don't mind telling you.
Okay, all right. I don't want you to think I'm diminishing the career outside of the click because I'm not. But
I don't but I'm happy you came though.
No, hey, that's good.
Good supporter of us women. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it.
No
so
worries.
check it out. Okay, and it's good because you're making me think I got to get this at the tip of my tongue. It's important, right? Because I'm in my history, so it's like people need to know. Oh, okay, I get it, right? So you named it earlier, which was
How Won't That Go Through the Ghetto?
Through the Ghetto. I love this one song, and I'm not on it, but I love it. It's from my brother. It's Learn About It.
Oh yeah. Oh, Learn About It. That's E40 song.
Yeah, I love that song.
It's that Soak It Up, boy.
Soak It Up, boy.
Yeah.
That's the bump right there. And I'm gonna put that on in a little while. And I like Hurricane.
Oh yeah, that's my man. Come on, Hurricane, my joint right there.
I like
Hurricane.
Saberho.
Which one?
I like the Captain Saberho.
Oh yeah, yep. Captain Saberho's good.
Yep. I also like I like the song me and my brother did. It's a shame I can't even think of it.
Which one?
The one with me and him. Is it Lace Me Up? Lace Me Up.
Oh, Lace Me Up. Tie My Shoes. Yeah. I like Scandalous.
Oh, I like Scandalous too.
Yeah, I like Scandalous.
What I like about Scandalous is the fact that we was with Roger of Zap, and
he was on there with y'all.
Yes, we did it in his house in Trapwood.
Oh man, damn! I'm finna go play that now too.
Yep, we stayed for a whole week. We stayed there the whole week. And then we toured with him for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And to have listened to him, as a child and bump into their music like that, and then end up on tour with them like that, and loved by them, and seeing them rock the stage like generals. I mean, we would go to places, and they would be in cowboy hats and cowboy boots, out in fields coming to see him. All races, everybody loved them, and just give us a nice old packed stage. You know what I'm saying? And they let us come, and he wasn't funny acting with us like, oh, these ghetto rappers. You know what I mean? He was really, he loved us. He was, he wasn't shame, and just shared the stage with us and shared his house, and was very happy to do a song with us. And it went gold. Probably platinum today, but yeah.
Yeah, that was my song. And so staying in that lane, what's the greatest song you had what's the greatest feature that you had on a song, or the greatest song you was featured on? Like, what would be your favorite song that you would feature on, or what would be the favorite song that you had with a feature on it? Meaning, because I know you guys work with a lot of people, so what would you?
I don't have no favorite, but I could, because there's so many of them. But I could think of the fun that I had, or time, and what it did to my soul. Like,
oh yeah,
like
I know y'all had some fun. I know y'all had fun back then, and now probably too. But I know back then y'all probably had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a good time doing CeCe Peniston's feature, the song "I'm Moving On."
Okay, yep.
I had a good time doing that. And me and her are still friends to this day. And
we got to get her on.
You do.
We got to get CeCe on here.
Yep, you do. Yep. You sure
we got to show some love, man. And like they say, give people their flowers while they still here, right?
Yeah, and and she's out there too. She she's definitely around. She was just on Wendy Williams' show, and she was on Variety. She be keeping her little stuff moving.
Yeah. Even that note she hit on that Keep On Moving, she broke it down. That shit was cold. That song.
Yeah, and I know that Lizzo, she did her run. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm looking to see, her maybe doing something with her, giving her some props or something, because that was Cece run.
Yeah, shout out, CC.
Yeah.
My last questions are thought provoking questions. I'm gonna let you know up front. So the first one will be, if you were a superhero, what would be your superhero power?
I can see the future.
And why would you want that power?
Because I already got it.
Well, you already. Hey, y'all, we got a superhero on here right now. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see the future?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your future or other people's future?
Other people's.
I don't want you to tell me mine. What's Pose?
What happened?
She said she can see the future.
When you tell everything, that's you might scare people.
Yeah, I don't want to hear mine.
Crazy.
Hey, you remember that movie Life when he asked everybody if they want to read their mail and none of them could read, and one dude finally let her read. He said, "Your mama did, your daddy did, your sister did, your brother did," and then he was like, "Anybody else want me to read their mail?" No one else wanted their mail read. I don't want my future read. But yeah, what was you saying about it?
So let me ask you this: did you listen to my album? Hey, Kimmy, somebody saying hi. Hey, y'all, from tuning in. Kimmy Coop, what's up? She said, that's dope. You dope. Let's talk about my album.
Let's do it.
And let's talk about the gift that I'm giving out to these people.
Let's talk about it.
By the new work fragrance. So I'm talking about making grandmothers great again. People need to respect the older generation. They need to appreciate grandmothers because we ain't played out. I'm a grandmother of 6, okay? I know I'm a bad chick, and I'm not the grandma that is not babysitting my kids, my grandkids, because to me, that's not super bad when you ain't really engaging in activity. Right. You know what I mean? So I put in my time. You get what I'm saying? And from so many different angles, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You feel me? And so I'm speaking from a hands-on element of maturity and people appreciating it, because there's a lack in respect and appreciation for the older generation today, and so making grandmothers great again, making mothers great again, appreciating maturity, women who are actually raising families and putting things in place, to better and to nurture the environment, and all that they go through doing that needs to be appreciated. So what I did was, hey, Kimmy Coop. So what I did was I gave a free health is wealth, because it's about being healthy. A free health empowerment I gave an empowerment cafe platform, online platform where women can participate in some workout, dance outs, to stay in shape, and to work out the well-rounded elements, and just, go somewhere and love on themselves. You know what I'm saying? For that time frame. So there's workouts in it, 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute workouts, low impact, for the fuller size, woman who, are fuller size at the top like myself, women with hips, women who, still need to move and be safe, and it's impactful. It's for that. And so they get free music, they get free goodies in there that they can enjoy when they purchase the new work fragrance. So the work fragrance is in sprinkleme.biz. It's actually in sprinkleme.biz, which is the online retail outlet. And work is in man version and woman version. So it's a his and her version, individual version of the work fragrance. So when you purchase that, you get a coupon downloaded to the platform in the site that it goes to. Hey, Huntu Randall. Is it John too? Okay.
Hey, Paul, you gonna put the link in there? Put the link out there too. What's the link again?
Yes. Paul, is you on your job, Paul?
I know. We got to be working on it.
You know, they're lounging and smiling and stuff and kicked off.
Now do the comments.
He reading the comment. He putting them comments up there. But yeah, we're gonna put that link out there for them.
Oh, sprinkleme.biz. That's the website.
That's funny.
Yeah,
they can buy some merchandise off of there. The fragrances. I'm gonna get the men. I'm gonna get the men one.
You heard me? You got the Corona mask.
Yep, got masks on there. We got masks. Sprinkle Me Hater Free, COVID free mask.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Hater repellent. Put that mask up. We got the filter inside. We have some for men and for women. We have the earrings in the mask set, and then we have the mask by itself. It's for men and women. And there's other things. My books are in there. You know, I have a couple of different books. I write books all the time. So I got a couple of books that are actually out and available. It's some other products. We got spa wellness products and all kind of other goodies up in there. Cosmetics, lipstick, eyeliner, this and that, you know, eyeshadow, lip scrub to take care of yourself up underneath the mask for men and women. And, you know, just things that keep you well, you know, beautiful, healthy and well, looking good, feeling good and smelling great.
No, period. You ain't gonna tell her about your mom?
Oh yeah, my mom. Oh, my mom. She do a lot. She do oil. She sell him. So his wives do candles and oils, and they get the stuff from my mom. But yeah, she got any I don't know where she get it from, but she got all the fragrances. I bought all her Tom Ford ones because them things smell so good. But yeah, I forgot. I said she gonna be so happy because I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna say. I said, because she's supposed to be listening now. I said, Mama Sugar T. I said, Mama Sugar T gonna be on later. She said, tell us. She said, tell us, say hey. But,
tell us, say hey.
We all grew up in Sacramento, but it's good that you know y'all all out there doing things to empower yourself and other women around you. The same thing with her. What she doing? Even my daughter. She got my daughter selling shea butter. She 15. She got a little website on Etsy. She be selling little shea butters on there and stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
Shit, they ain't trying to give us no jobs anyway. You gotta make your own business nowadays.
Yeah. Your grandma's a good. Your mom a good grandma.
Oh yeah, she good.
Good job. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. We gotta make grandmothers great.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna straight tell her about that. Make grandmas great again. She got about 15 grandkids. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's beautiful. Yeah, you know, and this is the time of the grandparent. We have the wisdom, and people need to respect and appreciate the wisdom of the elders. And a lot of people are not doing that. And those who are young, in a younger generation, they need to take heed and rework their mindset to be more loving and partnering with us versus competitive with us and disrespectful, and appreciate what's being provided to them. Because a lot of us, my generation, I'm not going to even say it, so y'all can tell me how old I look.
All right, look at me. I already know. I'll say, yeah, about 30, 31. Look at 31. Look at 30, 31, somewhere around there.
So, we try to share, but, we ain't supposed to just get smashed on like that.
Why women don't want to, I don't know. Why women don't like telling their age?
You know what? I actually don't mind. I'm very proud of my age because I think I'm bad as a bone.
My mom is 56.
See, wow, 56.
And she had me when she was 16.
I was just gonna say that.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm 49. I'm 49.
And what I said, Poe said how I said she probably about 49, maybe late 40, early 50s. I wasn't too sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you make it 49 look good. Shout out 49.
Hey. Okay. and it's crazy because you get a mixed feeling because people don't know my age. They really think I'm young. They don't know I'm Sugar T most of the time I'm around. Because I'm not in front of the camera every second. So just in regular real life, it's interesting looking young because I used to take it personal when I felt like, I was being disrespected, like in a drive-through or, somewhere where they being rude, and I'm like, and I had to like rework my mind and say, you know what? I think they might think I'm their age, what I mean? So I actually started asking, and I was like, how old do you think I am? And they thought I was their age, or 5 years difference. So I said, I can't take this personal. I'll be fighting everybody trying to make them respect me.
Well, they catcalling you? They catcalling you?
Yeah, just rude, just being rude and
hey, shawty, stuff like that. That's stupid stuff too. They don't know no better. They don't know that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Hey, shawty.
Well, I'm saying that's a good thing anyway. That means you still home.
Hey, look. When your wife come in the house, you ask her, anybody try to get at you today? You better hope she said yeah, because if she say no, Something wrong.
I definitely use it to my advantage. I tell the young men, I say, now see, first of all, I don't talk to the boys with their pants down. That's not cool. I said, so if you want a woman like me, you got to get them pants up, and you gonna have to suit up or something. You got time? Okay, well, I'm married already, but if I wasn't, I just want to encourage them. If I wasn't, it would be a man that's suited and booted, that's working every day, and is ready to pay all my bills.
Damn. They gonna run on through you say all that, huh?
That's how you get rid of them.
That's how you know that's a good one, huh? You be like, hey, he ain't run, he might be all right, huh? We got the Rapidemic album out there. What else can they look forward to? Outside of the things you already spoke about. What can they look forward to?
The Rapidemic album right now, they can actually go to YouTube, Suga T official YouTube, and get the Rapidemic album. You can hear a sneak preview, and then you can go on the Spotify and iTunes and iHeartRadio and all the places where you can, listen to it, TikTok and all the places. It's actually there just in a prepared, ready for release. It's not officially released, but it is for a pre-listen. It will be set up for those who are interested in checking it out now. And if you want to go to YouTube and definitely subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Suga T Instagram. There's lots of things coming up. I just don't know where to start. So, if everybody want to go to my website to keep up, sugar-t.com is my website. Again, sugar-t.com. You can get on my mail list. In Instagram and all the other platforms, I continuously try to feed as much as I can. But like I said, it's just so much. It's too much to tell in one whop.
Got you. My last question is this. It's a scenario question. You having a dinner party. You can invite 3 people to this dinner party. Anybody dead or alive in the history of the world. Who would you invite to this dinner party, and what would you serve them?
Who would I invite? I would invite my girls, my team. I'm an all-woman team, and but not all women where we don't like men, but all women.
Okay.
we are all woman team that enjoy the sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? For one another and keep each other inspired. So I would bring them because they rock with me, every day. They look out, we all work together, and we look out for each other. And they got enough sense to allow me to, to be of, I guess you would say, we're servants to one another, but they got enough sense to support a chick like me. And and they bossy too, you know what I mean? And they bossy and they serve without any reserve, which is what we need as sisters, to look out for one another. And so I would bring them because I would want them to enjoy some good old fashioned seafood, some lobster, and some crab, and I guess we probably should eat a little healthy so we can stay cute. So, maybe like a regular, it's got some good, walnuts and maybe some, some other things that make it taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, you need 2 fellas. With that being said, you need 2 fellas to come on there. Me and Poe.
You get me in trouble. Shit.
No, we just want to help. We just want to help progress the movement.
You got a bodyguard. You can hold our coat.
See? Oh wait, coat? Oh, I'm not holding no coat, man.
You can come with us. No,
I'll be looking in the window like, what they doing in there? I'm holding these coats. But nah, we appreciate you for real, because hey, anybody watching, no shade, but this is how you do an interview. I'm just saying, we got a lot of people, they want to sit and just stare at us. I'm like, no, you have to engage. Everyone has to be engaging.
Yes. You know the difference between a general.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
And a new booty. You know what I mean? That's the difference. That's why I say, experience can't equate to money. I don't care how famous or how rich you is. If you ain't talking about nothing, and if you ain't had no experience, you're rich and your family, your money ain't gonna do nothing. Hello.
Talk to him, preach. You gonna be a pastor one day too?
I am a pastor in my own right.
Talk to him.
I am pastoring now, and I know that somebody gonna be healed from this. Somebody healed already from this, right? Because people are missing the real.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And we have real talk, so we want to keep people woke and have some real conversations. So you keep doing a good job talking that real and keeping people.
When one or more gathered in His name, that's church.
Come on now,
tabernacle.
Well. Hey, y'all go out there. Y'all go out there and support this legend. Follow her on Instagram. Follow her on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. We gotta show love. And we gotta give her flowers because she definitely deserves them. So we want to appreciate you from the Just Two Black Brothers. We both grew up listening to you, so this is an honor for us to be real with you.
Thank you. I'm happy you guys are doing the work, and y'all keep up the good work, and keep it 100. Yep.
All day. Poe, you got anything before we ride out?
Nah, I appreciate talking to you. It was great.
Hope you come through again one day.
Thank you. Now, what kind of crowd do you guys have that watch you guys?
We got.
I'll tell you, with me, we've been doing it for a while. Actually, I had MC Light on the show probably 10 years ago. So
what kind of listeners out there? Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick one song off my album for y'all to play before we close out.
Let's do let's say we got all ages. I think we probably go from 18 to 60 probably got some people under 18 on here.
Well, but, I know that Kimmy is watching. So Kimmy, if you're watching still, can you say, would you want to hear a empowerment song, a singing empowerment song, or would you want to hear a bang out, that's still empowering? You tell me which one is best. Now, if she answers in 2 minutes, then we'll play what she wants. And I want to suggest a song before we leave.
All right, perfect.
Is she gonna answer? That's my wife.
That's
why I said one. You gonna get me in trouble over here.
We ain't doing nothing bad by helping out the movement.
You're supposed to flirt a little bit with people by you.
Thank you. Tell him. Hey, you still preaching.
She said the bang out one. You want the bang out one?
She said the bang out one.
The bang out. Okay, let's do the flowers.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna play it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that's what I said. That's on tight. That's one of my favorites so far. I listened to I think I got halfway through. I ain't listened to all of it yet, but
yeah. All right.
Give me flowers, mom, yeah. 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 Flipping burgers, straight lace, no chase for fake faces. Real ones identify me a different way. It's TT, they slay all day. Took a break for a second, you slipped in the game. Some of you chicks controversial way. Some of you chicks open up your legs. And some of you do that just like chicks rocking skinny jeans, male politics. What you doing right now already been done. Willie Footer, buffoon, coon, write your song. Is you a hater, a man who hate women? I'm ashamed of what became of the rap game. Selfish, busted tricks and chicks study hating. Got the females in the rap game fighting for one space. Everybody wanna be a rapper. Made the game accessible, now everybody rapping. All the real ones stand up. All you fake ones, man down. Yeah. Give me flowers cause I'm here to stay. This up, drinks up, turn it up. All your haters, man down. Back up, fall back, turn down. Bad chick on alert, for real. I'm busting indoors, machine made of steel. Legendary, quite contrary. When I step on the scene, it could be quite scary. Intimidated, male dominated. Rap chicks overrated, pay to play famous. Only the real survive. A selfish industry, families broke up. A lot of dope fiends. I'm convinced that we lost the way and hip-hop didn't make it no better. Modern slaves, eyes open, gotta stay on my toes. When one door's open, the other door closed. Now I'm turning it up, there she go. Grown woman crying, hustle on the go. I hate to see my whole race go. Hand me my flowers today, cause tomorrow ain't promised though. All the real ones stand up. All you fake ones, man down. Give me flowers cause I'm here to stay. It's up, drinks up, turn it up. All you haters, man down. Back up, fall back, turn down. You might find that the game ain't got no life jacket for you. But no matter what, keep grinding. It's been a long road. 15 albums and still counting. When they ain't rooting for you, they don't want to see you win. Spray yourself with hater repellent. Keep it push, swag up, man. Give me my flowers.
You do the beats too.
Huh?
Like the beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm about to do this movement, right? And I want to dedicate this to all the queens that's representing out there. It's called Queen Up.
Oh, you want me to play that one too?
And close it out.
All right, let's close it out. Clean up. All right.
Let me go back to it.
You guys are the longest ones that then kept me on this interview out of the interviews I've been doing for the past 2 years.
What's that mean? What's that mean? We good?
Good. Yeah, y'all caught me at the right time, and you're doing a good job.
Oh, let me go to. I think I was listening to Queen Up. Here you go.
Kimmy Coop. Yay! Back at you, Queen.
All right.
This is dedicated to you.
Let's go. Let me get this one on. All right, finna play it right now.
Hey, this for the real ones out there. Y'all can go and bump this in y'all ride. Some of y'all might get mad, but it's the truth. Yo, don't trip, baby girl, get a grip. It's a whole lot more for you to do than strip. You a queen. Queens do they thing.
Hold on, my bad. I got it on the wrong one. There you go. Let's just start better on this one. All right. Yeah, but it's not connected.
Huh?
Hold on, let me connect it. It's not connected.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I had cut it off. Hold on, let me go back in there. Let me get this out.
Yeah, Queen Up. Shout out.
Just to shout out to your daughter. Play this song for your daughter.
Oh, I'm definitely letting her hear that.
All right.
Like, listen to this before you get knocked out.
Yeah, you know.
Tell her Auntie Sugar did it for her.
All day.
Hey, this for the real ones out there. Y'all can go and bump this in y'all ride. Some of y'all might get mad, but it's the truth. Yo, don't trip, baby girl, get a grip. It's a whole lot more for you to do than strip. You a queen. Queen do they thing. In the super bad queen up with a king. You gotta work your way to more than enough. It's gonna always be rough, but you gotta stay tough. Get in and get out, but don't stay. You're better than a hoe, and that's real game. I can see it cause I know all about it. I'm only sharing cause I care about you, sis. I understand I done took a many risks. Don't wait too late to get a grip. You're trying to go the fast way for fast money. Fast life will make you fall on your face. I've been there and done that. I keep it litty, but my game is so tight. I ain't giving up the kitty. Get out your feelings, yeah, so you can get it right. Yo, sit in the game and stay lit. And I'm always keep it grit. Hey. Get out your feelings, yeah, so you can get it right. Body banging already, but I ain't giving up the kidding. Hey. You feel it, body bad already. Been in the game, I'm still litty. Yeah, Tigo always keep it gritty. I'm with it, but he ain't giving up the kitty. But really, I said it cause it gotta be said. Some of y'all spread it out like bread. They running through you like 19 COVID. Loose, I can say it cause I did it. Yeah, it was real short-lived. It's a lot that come with it, for real. Baby girl, get out your feelings. It's more to life than being hip. For real, hip-hop will make you shallow. Sell your soul for the Apollo. Man, you got money and now you hollow. We all should be a role model, and I'm just trying to let you know. Get out your feelings, yeah, so you can get it right. Yo, been in the game and stay lit. And I'm always keep it grit. Get out your feelings, yeah, so you can get it right. Body banging already, but I ain't giving up the kidding. Yo, been in the game and stay lit. And I'm always keep it grit. Let's get it. Body banging already, but I ain't giving up the kidding.
I like that.
Yeah. I was showing them you got the whole playlist on there too. On YouTube, you got the whole playlist. That's tight.
Yes.
Check the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Oh, period. You got to unmute. My bad. You unmute. Period. You got to unmute. Let me unmute. Period first.
I just want to subscribe. I just want to subscribe to the YouTube page just now.
Yeah, I see you got a podcast and everything on there. We ain't really talk about that, but I see you got a podcast.
Oh, you got a pocket?
Yeah, she got a show on there.
Yeah, I have a show. It's the Suga T show.
Oh yeah, we got a. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check. I'm gonna go check that out too. Is it
on there?
Is it come on a set night?
Yeah, in 2 weeks we changed the platforms. In 2 weeks it'll be on Super Radio on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and on the Super Radio platform. And then it'll it's another version of it that's on iHeartRadio. So we'll be putting out a press release and all that kind of stuff with the new platforms. But you can see right now it's always presented on my radio on my website, YouTube.
Okay. All right, we're gonna stay tapped in with you for sure. And you got. We're gonna help support the movement, and we, like I said, once again, we appreciate it with you coming through and blessing us with your presence.
Well, thank you for having me, and y'all keep up the good work, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we out, y'all.
All right, we out. Y'all take it easy. Be safe.